that, and I'm gonna see if I can do the awesome playing of the music because, well, Lobster song is fucking awesome. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, we call it a shit show. Everyone jump on in. It's a Friday night shit show. Grab a ball and tell your friends. We got a couple nugs. Grind them up not to a dust. Then just roll it up. Or you can stick it up your butt. It's a shit show. Everyone jump on in, it's a Friday night shit show. Grab a ball and tell your friends. Now we're all high. Let's shut our eyes. I think I got a hunch that we all could use a bunch. Yeah! Friday night. Surely ain't wrong, but it surely ain't right. It was a shit show. 'Cause everyone jumped on in. It was a Friday night shit show. Grabbed a ball and told her friends. It was a shit show.
Shout out to our brother Lobster for writing that great tune for us. Thank you, man. Episode 325. That's a nice fat round number, you know, a little bit closer to 400, but still a ways to go. Glad to be hanging out with everybody. How is everybody's week going? Let's start with fuck G-Bay. You're like, yeah, fuck, let's go Friday night. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing awesome, man. It's still holidays, you know. I've been sleeping in a lot lately, so getting my body rested, eating a lot of edibles. That might be helping with the flojo, you know. So we've been trying out the new Infusion 420 machine Miss G-Bay got for Christmas. So we made some butter and some other stuff, and you know, everything's good, man. I'm feeling fine on a Friday, man. I'm glad to be here with everyone. You know, all my friends. So
what are you pumping on tonight?
Me, whatever I damn well please here. What do we got? We got a guy.
He's badass. He's reckless tonight. Look out.
Oh yeah, I'm going dabs, joints, bongs, whatever, man. I got banana mac, garlic cookies, jelly bean, tropical kush, 3 or 4 different types of berries. I've got the press has been pressing. So I'm just getting
hard.
into it.
Go hard or go home, brother. I love it. I can't help but notice you seem to be looking extra sexy tonight. You want to stand up and give us a look at that shirt you're wearing there?
Bam, fresh in the mail today. I got the long sleeve red.
Fuck
and
yeah.
I also got the really nice tie-dye one, but I got some of my Whopper sauce on it, so that had to go in the wash machine.
Not your Whopper sauce. Ooh.
But whatever. We're all good now.
Attaboy.
Squirted on you, right?
Yeah, I saw, man. You know when you take a bite out of this end, other shit comes out that end. Yeah, it happened. You girls.
It's a good thing this is an
at your
adult.
age you had control of that Whopper sauce. Just saying.
Oh, you.
You're just precious.
I try.
Speaking of precious, Lucas, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Ate a bunch of edibles about an hour ago and feeling groovy.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time. What are you smoking on?
I'm not sure yet. It looks like I pulled out Bad Girl.
Ooh,
So, yep. That's what I'd be
feeling
smoking
bad on a Friday night.
Yeah, in a clean bong. Always.
Yeah.
You know, I figure we're gonna get down to New Year's resolutions, and last year's was keep my glass clean. And I've done a pretty good job most of the year doing that. And I think it's gonna be my resolution this year too. That and the same one I do every year, which is a kinder, gentler blue kiss. But you know, all my resolutions are ongoing. It's just renewal at the first of the year. Nothing is ever achieved. It's a continuous thing. But keeping that glass clean, boy, it makes your life so much nicer.
Yeah, I laugh at like I work with a bunch of young guys, like say 20-ish, in and around there, give or take a few years. And they're all bong smokers. They kind of, I don't know, the joints aren't the thing if you're young, I guess. But they'll bring their bong on the road when you go on the road, and like you look at it and you swear, goddamn, you're gonna get a lung infection just for putting your lips up to the thing. It's so gross and just like fucking gnarly. And it's like, okay, I get it. Yeah, that's gonna get you good and high because the bongs will do that to you, but it tastes like
Taste matters. Taste really does
yeah,
matter.
100% it does. Like
Yeah.
it's like weed should taste good, like Miles's seeds, right?
Exactly.
Like that's 100% fucking accurate on that. Like it's there's just no real reason to be grow shitty weed unless you're, you know, popping something that you don't know about, then that's fair enough, right? But you should be able to at least get taste out of there. Yeah, I don't know. It's
And then take it to the last moment and put it in a shitty, dirty bong. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, but at the same time, when I was young, I think and look back, like I definitely liked the good tasting weed better for obvious reasons, but I didn't really think to have that mindset that I do now. Is the more of the kind of connoisseurs type of mindset, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. So I guess that's something to be thinking about. Yeah, again, laughing at the young kids, I guess. Okay. Here's a good one. So one of our young guys, great kid. I love all the guys I work with. He back or not back, but drove the fucking company bucket truck into a fucking Lamborghini a couple of weeks ago, like right before Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Lamborghini man.
Oh, I did. So like my thoughts are like I see a Lamborghini driving around in the winter, and I instantly
They deserve what they get.
yeah, 100% what I think there. And then there is videos of this. And so I fucking was like, oh shit, I gotta search this out. And I managed to
Maybe
find it
put
on
some music to it.
TikTok. And
For me.
it's the first one. It doesn't look that bad. He just kind of, instead of pulling out at the gas pumps, he went to the side a bit, and you can't even see the car move. You just see the fucking lady in the passenger seat get the fuck out, fucking go with a head of steam running into the fucking store. And then the next one is a guy that's is a completely different video of the guy showing the damage done and stuff. And this kid looks like he's fucking like maybe 30 years old, driving like a $500,000 car. And I'm like, how the fuck? Like,
Question: was it a fluorescent green Lamborghini?
no, gray, darker kind of gray.
I knew a young kid at West with too much money that drove a lime green Lamborghini all year, Northern Alberta.
Okay.
Yeah, I just
wasn't mine.
yeah, I don't know if it's, but yeah, it's
Fridays.
funny shit though. So now this kid's got the nickname Lambo, and I haven't run into him since then. That happened, but it's, you know how it is. Once you done something stupid, the boys are gonna let you have it.
We called that until the day he dies.
Yeah. But he's a good kid though, and hopefully he'll have a better year coming up this year. He had a bit of a rough year this year, so hopefully he's a better year coming. But what's going on, Solo? How you doing?
First, I want to say, what up, everybody? I love you guys all from Canada. Love you guys. Love you, Uncle Cariboo. Happy New Year's to you.
Cheers to you too, brother. What are you up to tonight?
Oh, I'm out here on a self-care date. Got
Nice.
a bird, wanted to get some dinner by myself. Out here at Target, walking around, smoking some bowl.
Very cool. Oh, he froze up. All right. On to, let's say hi to, we're not going to get through everyone, but eventually we'll make
Sure
an
you
attempt
will.
to look like we're at it. Paula, what's going on? Always great to have you.
Thanks. Not much. First, I want to say hi to chat. I see everybody in there. You know, my high ass can't keep up, so we're just going to say hi.
Love it. Love it. What are you smoking on?
But one with a P. I got Purple Aliens, Party On, Purple Larry, one of the three. I can't remember right now. Sorry.
You know, I'm noticing a commonality across the panel here. When you ask people what they're smoking, nobody seems to have much of a fucking clue. Just whatever I can get my hands on, we're getting effed up tonight. I love it.
We
That
just
go-getter
started
attitude.
early
Let's do it.
tonight. I mean, it's Friday. It's fuck yeah Friday, and
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
we've been
Great
fucked
attitude.
up for a minute. You know.
Just cleaned all my glass too. So like I said, it was about 40 minutes of scrubbing resin out of glass. So I'm ready to smoke out of each and every one of these. I got the Mick
Who
Rig.
is hollering for a dab frog, by the way?
Okay,
We got the
that
regular.
is- I'll get right on
Yeah.
that. We're a little bit slower on it with the
She
Zoom, but I'll get
wasn't
right on that.
ready. She was
Gee,
ready.
babe. Hoobie would be super impressed. Hoobie, I hope you're
This is
watching all
yeah,
of
Hoobie.
this.
Look.
What's
all
up,
functioning,
country boy?
clean,
Too, by
Oh,
the way,
pretty,
you
pretty.
crazy pop
Reclaimed.
mom.
We got no buildup. There's no chunks. There's not anything swimming. I don't have to check it for biological fucking life. We're good.
No polywog.
Biological life. I love it. Do we have little amoebas running around in there or whatever it is?
Sea monkeys.
My beneficials. That's how I get them.
New version.
I just like how
Those
we stopped saying
hard
hi to everybody. I love it. Go
Where did
shit.
get them there sea monkeys from?
Did it have heart eyes for Valentine's already? Please tell me not.
Probably. That's a cool piece you got, eh? Well, look at that thing. That's cute. I like that.
Let's big screen
Got a
that
nice
for a
pattern
second.
on it. I like that.
The sugar skull ice bomb, but I don't use it with ice.
Nice. Those are silicone ones.
Yeah, I didn't know it opened. I didn't know it was an ice
Oh.
bomb when I bought it. They didn't know what they sold me. They didn't know what they were.
That must have been quite the transaction. You know
Yeah,
what you're
I
getting.
just like
They
the
didn't
way
know
it
if you were
looked. I call
selling.
it the tattoo bong when I first got it. I didn't even notice it was sugar skulls. I thought it
It'd
was
be
tattoo.
great for me and backpacking and stuff like that. Travel.
Yeah, because you could take it
Probably.
apart. The top comes off. All the pieces come out of the inside. They're all silicone. The only thing that's glass is the bowl that you put on it. But because Lucas mentioned smoking the weed, the end of the life cycle through a dirty bowl, which I'm
Pretty
finishing
third
out
sentence
one.
there.
I got my fresh clean. I will switch
Oh,
to
am I
that.
shaming people?
Yeah.
Good.
No, I already cleaned it. I just was too lazy to go grab it, and so I had to go grab it.
That's the sloth way.
I've got my new recycler in there cleaning because I left the carb cap in the.
Okay, because
And the
I'm gonna
glass
try
are
to be
stuck
a little
together.
more proactive tonight. I'm gonna reload Dr. Dabber right now. So I'm
Mm.
ready the next time you call for a frog.
Oh, I'd like to actually see the Dr. Dabber because everybody's talked about that
They're
device.
lots of fun.
Gee,
I
babe,
always
which one is that?
like to know the hits are good.
That is the last dab of my very, very kush because it's so goddamn good.
Ooh,
Like, I can smell it from here.
Raider.
Smells like. Oh my God. No, I've already managed to get in his ear. We're going to make this happen again.
I'm gonna make
As you can't,
happen.
that's proprietary type shit right there.
Proprietary.
I was trying my best, but yes.
I
It's
was
very,
gonna-
very
just
unique.
Giving you help, man.
Thank you. Thanks. I need to
So- What you're saying is I might have to do some pheno hunting through Raiders gear here pretty soon.
Yes, you're looking for the limus green and the one that smells sort of Swedish berry pint of strawberries left in the sun, kind of.
Well,
Got
it's
a
nice
sharp
that you
berry
got your
sweetness to it.
hints.
Because that's what happens when you make rosin with it.
Ooh.
The jar just gets scraped. Everything else is still full. That says something.
I know how that story goes. I know that one well. Well,
But
it
now
sounds like
tonight on the show, I'm gonna have to press some more berry because I'm out of it. So, sometime later tonight, we'll go through that process.
Getting closer and closer to actually getting on the computer and seeing what chat's saying.
Oh, I asked who is singing in the opening song.
lobster.
Who?
Lobster. Lobster Bushbro
Lobster.
in the voice chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I know who he is. Wow.
Well, you
That's
know his
lobster.
reputation, but till you've been camping with him, you don't know who he really is.
I actually like it. It goes with the whole song vibe, everything.
Rock lobster.
Yeah. Oh, he's a great dude.
Rock Lobster.
Not the first song he's written for us either. It's the second one. Both great dudes.
Yeah, I like that one. I haven't heard the other one.
But the one I want to try and figure out now is if I can isolate the vocals, like separate the vocals from the music in there into two different tracks. I got an idea for a video that I want to do with that song, but
Are
I
they-
can't do it with the background and the vocals going at the same time because it'll fuck up what I have going. I can't explain it because you
So
guys
you give
just
it
get
all
really-
away.
Yeah,
Was
well,
it originally recorded on 2 tracks? Because if not,
Uh,
there's no way.
yeah, I don't know. But that's
Auto tune, if you know how to use it, will separate that out. Auto tunes like the industry, like that's
Yep.
what they all used to change their voices into those electronic.
That's what makes
know
this
what it
bad
is.
singer sound good. Auto tune.
Yeah, or some of the decent ones.
the name
sound
is name
weird.
says it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, name says it all.
Put more reverb on it.
Later.
I do
How are you
like
this
Echo.
week? Like, I feel like I haven't got to see you all week. Have you been so busy? And how did the water leak come along? Did we get everything back to normal, sir?
Yeah, we got all that fixed. We had to wait for, after the holiday to buy the pieces I needed to get that fixed, right? So yeah, we got the plumbing done and the drywall back up, and some new insulation in there and yeah, man. So we're all squared away. So that's good. I'm just glad that's over with,
Well, you've
But,
got your
it's been-
Zanyota up, so I thought everything must have been good.
Yeah, usually Fridays are like supposed to be like a real happy day, right? And then I had a couple things thrown my direction that weren't, something to be happy about, and I'm like, really? Like, this is the end of the day. I have to go through this real quick. And I'm like, okay, I got home and I'm like, I need to get medicated ASAP. And got that out of the way. And so
So
here I
how's it
am
going
now,
for
man.
ya?
Well, okay, so check this out. So I'm pulling in the driveway, right? And I see a box by my door, by the front door. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I reach over and I look to see who it's from, and it's HLG. And I'm like, I didn't
Ooh.
order anything,
Uh-oh.
right? And I'm like, okay, this is not making any sense. Like, somebody probably bought me something, and I'm like, all right, this is
Frank,
What's in the
cool.
box?
Yeah. So I didn't mention anything during the pre-show. Everybody was having the conversation, so I didn't want to interrupt. But it was really exciting, and so I get to open the box and I see something that I was actually shocked to see, and it was one of their Scorpion Diablos.
Really?
Right? Yeah, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, oh, hell no. All right. So I was like, you know what? I got to show everybody, in chat watching us live and the panel. And so here, let me pull it out real quick. I want to show you guys how badass this thing
Sure.
looks.
You
Fuck
made
yeah.
us wait this long. I was just looking at one of those yesterday. And I was like,
Now you get
way,
to see one close up.
way out of my
All right.
range, I think.
Whip that up there.
Oh, okay. Maybe not. It's not the one I'm thinking of. That's an HLG?
It's
Oh,
a
it's a
tree
prank.
ornament.
I was
Oh,
gonna say, yeah, that's
Badass.
It's so it's their
that's for your Barbie house.
yeah. So it's the
Ken's
Scorpion
girl.
Diablo
well,
Christmas ornament.
or you could put it in your tent.
That's what you do is your
I think that's
daughter,
right, dude.
your daughter got a Barbie doll and she plays Barbie doll. Yeah, this is for your Barbie's grow.
Yeah.
She's gonna need to grow some.
So that was
weeds
pretty
you can.
cool of them, you know. So I was like, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
sounds
I
like-
was just like, wait.
Sounds like somebody in your house has a pretty good sense of humor right there, because that's
Was it in a
awesome.
full size box too?
No, well, I was kind of messing with you guys.
Yeah,
know,
I was gonna
about-
say in a full size box would have been pretty cool.
Yeah,
but
well, I
don't know that anybody
I
can
did
be
not
that
mention the
disappointed.
size of the box. So, but it was cool. You know, it had a little light, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, you know. And then, you know, a little lighter. That's you know, it has
Okay.
horticulture lighting group on there. You
Yeah.
know, and
That's cute. Yeah, if you would have got a
Some cool-
full size HLG box and opened it and had that little
Yeah.
tiny thing, oh my god, what
that'd
a
be fucked
disappointment.
up.
That would be a
Some
prank.
cool shades here, right?
Oh,
the-
cool.
with the
Yeah,
logo
check you
on there.
out. Well, that ornament must burn bright. That's all I'll say about that.
That's Lamborghini color right there.
Booyah.
Matches your
Right.
brim.
And
Exactly.
you know, a slap and this little
Packet.
I guess a grinder, right? Is
Yeah.
that what that is?
Yep. For your pocket, for your wallet grinder. So
Yeah.
if you're out
really?
and about
So-
and you need to grind up some pot, you just take it
What do
out,
you do?
and use it like cheese.
yeah, like a cheese grater.
Mhm.
Good
Yep.
for hash too, apparently.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's cool. Yeah, so shout out to Horticultural Lighting Group, man. Thank you guys.
That was very nice.
I missed that first little light thing. Was that like a Christmas ornament? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just joking about
It
it
was
being
a
a Barbie
tease.
doll house.
It's
That's
their
even
Scorpion
funnier, though.
Diablo.
If I walked in and my daughter had a grow room in the basement of her Barbie house, I would fucking die.
That'd be hilarious.
I used
That's
to, I
pretty
used
cool
to
though,
have,
dude. It
That'd be my
lights
favorite.
up.
you said Ken and Barbie, and my daughter had a GI Joe when she was littler that added into her Ken and Barbie deal. And I taught her how Ken and Barbie, we were a couple, but GI Joe and Ken used to serve together, and he's visiting. He's got a little bit PTSD. Oh, we used to do a whole storyline. It was great. Ken ended up fucking Barbie, and well, not fucking her because my daughter wasn't old enough to know about that. Well, maybe she was. No, she wasn't. And yeah, so
GI goes
yeah,
away
it was the whole
and-
thing. And yeah, Ken's laying on the couch drinking beers because she saw dad's on the drinking beers. That's normal.
Yeah.
So yeah, so having a grow in the basement, I think that would be fine.
Yeah.
Everybody does all that, right?
I want to be like mommy. and
Everybody in this
daddy
room
and
kind of does.
auntie and uncle. Get to pick
Yeah.
up on so many things, but that's cool. I like to be open. I would love to if they had been open like that. My dad would lie to me about what the pot plants were and the dealing, and we were cleaning his weed and didn't know what we were doing. We had no idea we were cleaning weed when we were kids. We just thought we were grinding up daddy's special herb that he wanted us to do in the paper bags. You know, you put a screen door over a couple chairs and you put paper bags, and he'd have us rub this shit against the screen.
I may or may not have indirectly gotten kids to fill water buckets and such. You know, whatever.
Maybe.
Exercise,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Or just watering maybe a garden It's, you know, there's
That's all it is.
vegetables there.
Right? You have flowers and vegetables with it too.
That's what we
It's a
do around
plant.
here. Our
It's
kids have
a plant.
dirty
That's all it
fingernails.
is. It's a plant.
Yes, exactly. I
care of
think
the
it should be
plants.
treated that way. And if you're smoking, I think your kids should know what it is and that it's medicine and that kind of stuff. I don't think you should try to hide it from.
I don't think
From-
you should totally lie and say it's just medicine, though, because you do get high off. of it.
No,
You
no,
do
no.
enjoy
I
it.
mean, but explain to them that's what you're using.
Yeah,
it
well,
for.
it is a mystical plant, though.
Mhm.
It has
Definitely.
many.
Yeah, I had to
Hey, Tracy, what are
decarb
you
a couple
making over
ounces.
there with that pen?
And when you decarb a couple ounces middle of the day in your oven, pretty well every neighbor connected to your
What
yard
you
knows about it.
coloring, girl?
My what?
It was aromatic to be.
Closer, closer. Oh, that's cute.
Oh. See, I
I'm-
like that because it's strippy colored.
Purple.
Yeah, I'm just
She
coloring
just
on a
broke
mug.
out the yellow. It's gonna
I
go
like
right
your
now.
stuff. I didn't know it was you holding that mug up. See,
Yeah, I'm just playing because I have paint pens and I have a white mug.
Yeah. It's like a kid with spray
use
paint and
some
he
of
sees
those.
a blank wall. What's he gonna do?
oh, what
Right.
are those little things that are always on that Indian print from India fabric? I used to crochet them all the time. And draw those little things, you know?
Well, we're all too high to answer what you're trying to get us to say, Tina.
I don't know if peacock.
We don't know
tails,
either. At least I don't. I can't speak for everybody.
They're like peacock shaped. Like they print it on a lot of Indian fabric.
No clue.
It's like the Fibonacci.
Is it an actual
code.
material or a design you're trying to get to?
It's a design, an art that you draw, and it's painted on a lot of fabric, like
And it's
outlines.
Indian?
Yeah, I love it. Oh my God, I order a lot of clothes like that. I just am drawing a black. But anyway, like the way she's drawn is the colors that they would have, like the ones that I like, with purples and pinks and
Brought it
teals
to
and blues and
mind.
stuff. Like
I
trippy
was
colors.
trying
I
to
like-
stay away from the Easter colors, but it's
Hard
an
to
Easter
do.
color mug at this point.
No.
Well, Easter's coming up, so
All you gotta do is throw in some black and all of a sudden it's all
Yeah.
modern again.
Black and deep purple.
Had a mail
What
call
is your
come in today that
issue?
we're pretty excited about. The Nakatomi Plazas from Chad Westport there showed up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, pretty fucking
Okay.
stoked.
Dude, that's a
And,
badass
Not a
looking
Christmas
slap there, bro. So
movie.
what's on that sticker there?
That's if I'm trying to fuck her, I'll just I can actually try and spotlight myself when I do that too. In my opinion, he's got the best fucking packaging out there, sticker wise. Because I'm, nerd like that. But which way? So it's a
Like
holographic sticker with some like Bruce
Oh, okay.
Willis, fucking, we got Hans Gruber, the whole cast in there.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's badass.
Yeah, that is.
Like a lot of seed companies, they'll try and get their own particular like stick in there, if you will, like that to separate themselves from someone else, or you'll go kind of plain. And to me, just the fucking absolute
They
nerd in
pay
myself.
extra.
I'm one of those diehard around Christmas time fools that'll do that, and
I
we
heard
did that
around
again this
Christmas
year.
time.
So yeah, seeing these is like, I had to jump all over that.
They
So we're
definitely
excited to
pay
to those.
to make
Yeah,
those,
dude, that
do
looks badass. Fucking
They're not your typical
props to
Marlboro
then
fucking
the
Chad
other one that
Westport,
we,
man, getting down on that, brother. Hell yeah.
Then the other one that came with that, is it even gonna show? Some Palm F3s from Family Tree Seeds.
Never
So
heard
that's
of it.
another one that we want to get our hands on for, I don't know, a couple of years now. Some Pam. See how that goes.
What's Pam?
It's Pam Anderson from Family Tree Seeds.
Pamela Anderson?
Yep. just like that.
She has her own seeds.
She has a strain named after her, apparently. Yes, she has nothing to do with it.
Okay, it's probably like the crazy X wild
No,
ride.
that has
seed.
nothing to do with it at all.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh,
got
okay.
big boobs. That's what that plant
I hope not.
has. That's why it's
God.
named the Pamela Anderson, clearly.
Herbs.
Hey,
It's just-
she's got
it's just
extra
name of the
bulbous
plant.
trichomes, is what you're saying?
I guess so.
It's a sexy plant.
Yeah, so that's an interesting one. So now you get the whole what seeds are we gonna pop next, right? So this is like, it could be a good time now to talk some New Year's grow room resolutions. Or has anyone got any projects they want to run, whether it be strains? Oh, what?
I got a question. Okay, so what was the name of that strain? Chad Westport strain with that awesome sticker on it.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Okay, and what's behind it? Like the mom and the dad.
It's Westport's grape juice to it's Mimosa Tangy, I want to say.
Mimosa times Tangy.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
I love
And
watching that sink in.
okay, and then the Chad's Westport's Cross. What was that again?
What do you mean?
The name of his strain that he
Nakatomi
used.
Plaza.
No, the first the mother.
Oh, Westport's grape juice.
Grape juice. And what is grape juice?
I have no idea.
Oh, come on.
No, he wants you to go back 4 generations.
I know he does.
Get out.
No, because I
not gonna
want to
get it.
know, because you know what? I've been wanting to get my hands on some of his gear. So I want to know some history behind
Yeah,
it,
no,
right?
I'm
wants-
sorry,
he wants
Raider.
to know
I got to
lineage. Stop
disappoint
it.
you, brother. I don't
I'm
know
sorry.
ins and outs. I know it's Westport grape
Perhaps
juice.
if Chad was on, he could answer.
Yeah. We'll get him on soon though. If you should reach out to
Yeah.
him, Mr. Booker, man, and see if we can get him on to talk about that. Actually,
I
that'd be
think
a good
he's
thing.
in chat. I think he's in
Is
chat,
he in there?
man.
Yeah, he's in
He's
chat.
hiding. He's hiding
Chad, you should jump
somewhere
on
in
and
there.
talk about this with us, one brother. You could I'll sit here and make your product sound terrible, but you, on the other hand, could jump on and sales that up really good.
I'm just here to interpret from one to the other, and that's all I'm going to do here.
You know, we could go to the DAGA website, right, and maybe get some do some research on it.
Hey, you mean like people are supposed to do?
Yeah.
I like my information spoon fed to me.
Me
It's
too.
easier that way.
It is.
Don't have to go through the trouble of like effort. I can see.
Well, no, because it doesn't come back to you. It's like he told me or she told me this.
I got it
You
right
know,
from the source.
it didn't come from me.
No, I didn't do that. That's a good point. Good
I will
point.
say if somebody tells me something, I retain it better than if I read it.
So we're going under DAGA Garden real quick.
All right.
And I see Smiley's Garden in there. Where's Chad? Where are you at? I see
Because like
Irie,
when back when we
Jinx.
were hearing about his Westport's grape juice, I wanted to get my hands on some of that. And then we started hearing about Nakatomi Plaza, but I didn't even know what that was. And then I believe he talked about it a little bit last time he was on there. And then when I saw that, I was like, okay, so it's got the Westport's grape juice. And then in there too. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't say what the cross is in the packaging now. Every email I've had about the shipping and stuff like that told me what the cross is on there though. I believe it is to Mimosa Tangy.
You know what? I don't think he's on that website.
No, he
I
sold
could
out,
be wrong,
so
though.
they might have taken it off. Okay.
I'm sorry, Chad. I don't see it, or I'm probably too high to see it.
That's okay. It's Friday night shit show,
I know.
and that's
I
like the perfect
apologize,
excuse.
guys. I really do. You know what? But Chad does have his own website, right? So let's do that.
Stony was saying grape ape times Cali orange juice, maybe.
Hmm. All right. So someone tell me what it is.
I like how we're all stumped on this suspense.
I know.
You know what?
Well,
We should know this. I should know
We
this.
should.
I should know
but-
this.
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry,
here it
bro.
is. So the Nakatomi Plaza is Westport's grape juice by Sour Tangy by Mimosa.
There we go. Ta-da!
Grape
All right,
orange.
we got it.
Dab
That could
frog
be-
for that information.
Interesting
Oh,
shit.
motherfucker,
And
I'm
then
not
so
ready.
and then the other cool
I'm
one
not
with that
ready,
is-
motherfucker.
That one came with an extra little vial of seeds, 5 extra seeds. Those 5 extra seeds is Twin Peaks from it's a seed increase that they did for Twin Peaks, which has cannabis company or Twin Peaks. But Skunk VA's Lucky Dog Seeds also did a strain called Twin Peaks, which I believe is Chem's sister by like Chem 91 BX2 or something like that. And 5 of those beans in there. But I just happen to have a full packet of those already that I just happened to buy when I was doing some seed shopping not long before Christmas. So somebody's gonna get find a 5-pack of those Twin Peaks in their in an envelope at some point in time. Seems like a real cool project to pass on. And I think I already know where I'm gonna send those.
Shit.
Breezy over there showing us some cheese sticks, some gourmet cheese sticks from Target, huh?
Stone shopping, the funnest.
Got the munchies. Wait, he's walking around Target. Didn't he say he was smoking a bowl?
This
It
is
looks
just
like
all the
he's
things he's
sitting in a
doing.
puddle right now.
No, the Target allows a lot of shit now. That's all I'll say about that.
He went back over to the restaurant, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it
So
looked like it.
Target has gotten progressive.
You guys don't remember the IKEA challenge from about a year ago or so?
What was it?
People sitting down in session in their
Vaping
living
it.
room,
Vaping
then-
at Target.
zooming out and realizing it's IKEA. It's like people videoing themselves hanging on the
Here it
couch, doing dabs,
That's
whatever.
funny, man.
And they zoom out and you realize it's a
Silly
whole fucking
me.
department store. I don't have the balls for that shit, man.
All right, I'm ready to dab anytime that frog comes popping through.
Hell yes. I like that attitude.
Do-do-do, do-do-do.
All right, another bowl of this.
Hey, G-Bay, that reminded me. You guys ever watch like on YouTube? They'll do like funny videos, but like this takes place out in the UK, right? And so they put a random porta potty in like a middle of a park or something like that, and people go into the porta potty and they kind of figure if they're not out within a minute, they're probably sitting down, right? And they'll roll a fucking like a container over the porta potty with a conference table and people in suits. And so when the person opens the door,
They're walking into a conference room.
Oh God, that was
That'd be
funny.
awkward. I remember
Those are
back
great.
in like the like late teens, early 20s around there's a music festival not far from the town I grew up in. And a buddy was in the outhouse and we tipped it on him, door down. Yeah, it was good times.
Yeah.
I was
That-
on
that
one
was our
time
friend.
and,
That's so wrong.
Poor
someone
Ben.
kicked it when I was in it, and I'm not that like mean of a person or anything, right? Like I don't spike off for any reason. You kick a porta potty while I'm in it, I'm fighting you. So I come out of this porta potty lit.
So I come
This
out,
D-Bay's
toilet
like,
paper
shut
stuck
her
to my
down,
shoe.
like,
We were at a
Don't just
concert.
grab any kid and start punching.
We were at
people.
a concert. I kept my eyes on the kid.
So I'm like, no, fuck it. I can't get anybody. I'm just gonna kick the porta potty too. Send on the fucking anger. So I kicked the next one to me. I'm like, yeah, let's go. There, I don't feel bad anymore.
When you said that, it totally reminded me of like a biker bar gang and, you know, that old dog show or whatever that he hits and the bikes just all domino over, you know.
Almost
that what
kind of
you-
what was happening. I was so mad I wanted to get somebody, but I couldn't, so I just kicked the porta potty.
Like he almost just grabbed the very next guy in line and like it wasn't even him. Like
Who's kicking porta potties? I fucking swear to God.
fucking came out with his leg just kicking like a fucking karate chop. God.
Everybody's
Is-
going down if I'm getting shit
Isn't
on.
that the best part? Like about you like blowing a fucking shit hemorrhage, and then you got somebody there to witness it. That's they might be mildly concerned at the moment, but more than anything, they think this is fucking hilarious, and this makes a really good story later on down the road too.
Oh yeah.
I
And then my
I've been
buddy went to
thinking
go
of
get
that.
another drink, and they just looked at him and was like, and I'm like, yeah, it's probably time for us to go. I almost got in
Oh,
a
we
fight,
were
and
all
our
like,
buddy's getting cut
yeah.
off. So to the car. Let's get out
Yeah.
of here. Don't have those issues anymore.
Too much sun, too much
Yeah,
beer.
it was at a water park, so we were, you know, all day in the sun, fucking splashing around. Listen, it was Trailer Park Boys, Les Zeppelin, an all chicks Led Zeppelin
I
tribute.
know about them. Haven't seen them, but
Who else was there? Brian Adams.
I forget.
I think it was Brian Adams or
I
Colin
was
James or
too drunk.
actually, Colin
And-
James. Speaking of him, he's playing now around like an hour from here in February.
oh, he's deadly.
Yeah,
He's like-
I want to go see that dude. It's I sent Fluff one of his songs and then an album. I don't know if he actually ever really got around to checking that out because Fluff's into that bluesy fucking style of fucking guitar music stuff too. And it's like, yeah, man, an hour away, like a movie theater style venues, like fucking right. That would be great. Or you know who else we're gonna go see here in April? George Thorogood. That's gonna be a fucking hell of a show.
I saw him in 1979.
Fuck yeah.
Still, when he
That's like
says
back
Lucy
before
Dog.
he was even actually like famous. His biggest
No,
albums
he was
didn't even
pretty.
come after that.
79. He was pretty. He was bad to the bone in it.
Yeah, well, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, I saw him once before when I know this is probably like more than 15, not quite 20 years ago though. And like, you know how it is when you're young, you start drinking well before the show, get in there good and hammered. And I'd actually it was like, I don't know, maybe 6 months or something before I got jumped by a couple of crackheads with a chunk of 1-inch rebar, like fucking bat like that, basically. And they stove in 4 of my ribs. And I'm loaded as shit during this concert, and I see one of these fucking guys, and I fucking went at him, and I got thrown out for fucking dummying this guy in the middle of the show. Out you go, deservedly so. And I'm sitting there with the security trying to argue my point, and they're kind of like, yeah, you know what, buddy? I get it. I would do it too, but you ain't fucking doing it in here. You're done. Fucking basically.
Yeah,
And
pretty much
then what
it,
they
yeah.
had was the Mayday Fair was going on at the same time in the parking lot around the multiplex in Prince George. So I went out, grabbed a hot dog, I remember, and I still had my wristband to get you on the floor. So I managed to get back in. And I don't know how much longer I lasted after that because I was just fucking loaded and I had to get the fuck out of there. But this time I'll make it for the whole fucking show. Great.
There you go.
Goals.
Yeah, Thorogood's pretty good, man.
Or another.
I haven't
cool
been to
one.
a concert in a long time. Like I'm not really good with crowds. Just too many dumb
Was
people
never-
doing dumb shit. And it's like,
It was never something that either of us really.
yeah. But if something good comes around, we maybe go. Yeah, see the Key to Ballast, a good spot to go. It's right. It's a bar right
It's a
on the
little
water, like the whole smoking patios. And
Hell
over the
yeah.
fucking lake and everything.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful spot, but it's typical
Get
shit.
down with that.
The bar scene, though, right? You know.
Never
I wanna
know,
go to,
maybe
like, a
them
reggae-
California guys down at the big clouds.
Yeah,
know what
I
is,
think a reggae
Who is
festival
that,
would be good.
Dan?
Mhm.
That band you like, the group. I guess more of a group than a band. What is it that you young kids listen to?
Death metal. Lots and lots of death
Death
metal.
metal.
No, actually, what I'm listening to these days is Jackal. I about 5-6 years ago they did a cover of that song. Everyone's a winner, And I just, man, his voice doing that song with the rock and roll riffs is just fucking phenomenal. And then it got me into their self-titled album from 92. And I just, fuck, I've been lost in awesomeness since then. What's up, Paula?
I got one I shared with G-Bay. It's Little Stranger, Coffee and a Joint. It's a really good, like, reggae rap, like, ska thing.
Yeah, it's
so.
kind of, it's not serious. Like the lyrics are kind of goofy and fucking, I don't know, it's a good song. Man.
I have a new
I jam it every day now.
that a lot of the times the silly, goofy songs that something like you might be describing now are the funnest ones to see when you're live. And songs that you would typically write off as not really being like maybe your favorites or didn't really care for them at all, maybe. And you go and see that live, and then all of a sudden it was like one of the best songs of the entire show. And then you look at it entirely differently. Like when I saw Sweet over the summer, and their songs, Little Willie and Wig Wham Bam are like two silly songs that I just never thought much about. And then you see them live and you're like, oh, fuck, this is so much fun. And then you end up listening to those way more than anything else. Same thing with Offspring and with their Pretty Fly for a White Guy and that original Prankster. Oh, yeah, they're okay. But those were the songs that made me stop listening to that band back in high school. And you see them now and you're like, yeah, you're fucking singing along and having a good time and seeing everybody around you also singing in time. And this is a great time. I love it. So that's my goal, is to see if we can hit a show every month this year coming.
That would be cool.
We're doing pretty good. We've got like Anthrax, Black Label Society, and Exodus coming up
That's
here in
who
a few
I
weeks in
saw.
January.
Last November.
We're gonna get and then we got Colin James in February. There's does freestyle motocross, if that's the best you can do, does that count as a concert? Because they're gonna do that the day after my daughter's birthday up in Prince George, where my parents are. So I was thinking, fuck, that would be cool as hell. And then after the month after that, we've got George Thorogood. There's got to be other shit coming around by then. Sounds like good times to me.
Mm-hmm. Shout out my buddy here who be saying my buddy plays the blues. If any of you guys are into blues guitar,
I'm totally into blues.
okay, search up on YouTube Jamie Riley Blues. Yeah, he looks kind of like he's got a couple different haircuts, but you'll tell it's kind of homemade video. The kid with a guitar, he's probably in his 30s or something. Fuck, is he ever good, man? And I grew up with
Jaime.
Jameieriley, but you got to put in blues because his channel he's got a channel.
Maybe I do and maybe I don't. I'm pretty connected on the old YouTube and blues. So
Well, 3220
Yeah,
Blues
me
is
too.
one of the songs he's got. Walking Blues is another one.
He's got blonde, shaggy hair.
It'll
and
blow
moves
you
to
away.
his
You'll
videos.
love a Blue Kiss. Yeah, he's good shit. And I always like promoting local talent.
I'm
He's
not
from
even
Edmonton
finding
area.
him
though.
on
He's,
YouTube.
he grew up around here, but moved out west for young man moved west.
Is this like a okay, wait a minute, blues something.
I keep trying to get my old man to get on here and rip some guitar with me, but he won't. He's all fucking shy.
would you say one of his songs were?
There's 3220 Blues.
There he is.
Yeah.
I'm not
Blue
Looks like a
Kiss is
surfer
like
boy.
on it. Done.
oh,
Yeah, he's
Can't play the music because it'll. Well, I
I'm
guess I
getting
can.
Instagram,
Yeah, it's all good.
not
but
YouTube.
it's just kind of crazy. Like if you close your eyes, you'd swear it's the 1930s and it's some black dude ripping acoustic blues and fucking Delta somewhere. Then you're looking at some white kid in a cardigan. But even his voice and his style, he's always tuned down. He plays slide mostly on a dobro style guitar. And
Fuck, cool.
good, Jay. Oh yeah, we'll be sitting somewhere smoking because we're both. He's a good grower too, or all organic and all that shit too, right? So am I. So when we do get together, it's chill time. He'll get his guitar and be playing. I'm just fucking leaning somewhere. I'm just.
Yeah, I've been at many places where he'll just start jamming.
I'm
and
like,
people
don't
just
stop.
sit and just
Okay.
like getting mesmerized.
Because it's not like
yeah.
a song, right? He can just play a loop, kind of. He's got that innate ability to just play ditties that connect. You know what I mean? And
There's a
kinda
Jamie
just sits
Riley.
in the background,
but
stoned in a chair,
club.
stomping his foot.
Yeah,
playing.
he's got himself kind of a Muddy Waters,
Well, it says
going on.
club.
Yeah, he's deadly.
but
Everyone
he
check
looks
him
like
out.
his Beach Boys.
Mhm.
A couple of his fucking pictures, he looks like Justin Bieber.
I was gonna say that.
Blonde Bieber.
He's got his hair cut like my brother wore his in the 1970s.
The
All swept
fucking
to the
roof
side.
over.
Going back old school.
That's
Yep.
it.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was funny because he's the one that introduced me to the Black Gelato strain and the breeder Jordan of the Island. Because before I just grew bag seed because I always had good weed around me, so all my bag seeds were generally pretty good. And then as years progressed, I got into strains and this and that, and once it became legal, it was like, okay, now we don't gotta hide, we can get right into it and fucking figure it all out. And he's doing the Gaia Green organic thing and grew some Jordan Islands, Black Gelato, Black Candyland, a couple other ones anyways. But the Black Gelato was
It was nice. It was really
Yeah, that was a Robert
we're getting
Johnson.
shout out for our
that you do
Canadian
too.
accents, Caribou.
good.
No doubt about it, eh? Fuck yeah, I'm stoned too. I wish I could play guitar. I'd play you guys a ditty, but I suck. So
I have a bass guitar and a really nice system to play it through that I kind of inherited. And then I have a lot of fun when I am able to sit down and play with it and put the time in, but I don't make the time. That is my problem. I got to be clear. I don't make the time to actually get good at it. So to say I play bass would be a disservice to anybody that actually plays any instrument of any kind. But fuck, it's fun when you actually get the rhythm down and get something swinging going. It's a really good time. I back in the old there, we were family friends with a young kid that I think he was like 19 at the time or whatever, and him and his parents would always come over. This kid was like really good at that fucking bluesy Clapton-y style guitar, and basically taught me everything I know. He would like come in, I would get together as a family on a Sunday, do dinner, smoke a lot of weed, and then jam for a couple hours. And he would
Of course,
give
you
me
gotta smoke a lot of weed.
fuck yeah. And then he'd give me a simple riff to fuck with, and I would spend the whole week learning and practicing that riff and kind of just get it down in time for the next weekend. You play with that, and then he'd give me something else, and it would take me the entire fucking week to try and get that riff down. And it's what I'm getting at is it would take me probably a year and a half to learn to play an entire song all the way through. I'm quite positive of that. If you want to get into something technical, it's not happening. It's where there'll be no fucking melodic death metal played on these fingers, I assure you.
I was a Zeppelin guy, mainly kind of like that hippie-ish kind of shit. Zeppelin and
Grew
little
up
bit of
on that
Floyd.
stuff, right? Like it's
Some Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson's a good one. You don't need pickup lines when you can play Jack Johnson on it. Right?
Zeppelin, all the way. Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. My number one.
Yeah, you know it. No, it's a fun thing to do if you guys want a good hobby. Play guitar. It's kind of easy to get a couple songs under your belt, so you can play a couple of your favorite band's tunes, and it's something fun to do. Getting to that level is easy. Getting really good is hard, but to play 3 or 4 chords and fucking jam some Nirvana or something is.
Doesn't
It's
it
a good little stony thing to
depend
do
on
too.
your band
Get baked and then do it.
too? Like some people have tiny hands and can't.
Yeah, that's a factor. Yeah, it truly is. You're right
Or
there. I
you
got
just-
big old fucking monkey paws, so
Me too.
I can stretch like 7 keys on a piano, like right there. Yeah, I never played piano, so that doesn't fucking matter.
I did.
well, it sounds like you should take it up to you, eh? You might be phenomenal in the making.
No, my music career is over. They say the skills skip a gene sometimes. Or like genes skip a
That
year.
sounded phenomenal. I don't know who was making that noise, but
That's right. My dad
G-Man's
can play
got
guitar
skills.
really well, so I'm gonna leave it to my kids, maybe my daughter, to play the guitar. I tried. We got a third. Okay,
Almost. It's like
33.33% of the way to master level, and then
compared to
it stalled out. I don't know.
That's the
This is
speed
me,
of
but-
old records, 33.
I was
Oh,
just
yeah,
mentioning
you
to my
played it.
daughter just like 2 days ago how the good singing gene fucking missed our family. We're musical, we can
Shut the
play
fuck up and go
instruments,
play.
but singing. Mm-mm.
No, I didn't say that to you. Sorry, I'm reading comments.
Her husband can sing really well. I hope my granddaughter gets his singing voice abilities.
Fuck, have you ever heard me sing? It's like somebody throwing a couple cats in a fucking gunny sack and then tossing them in a river or something like that. It's fucking drowning. It's horrible. Your ears will start bleeding within a minute or less if I start pitching a tune for you.
You know, believe it or not, when I was in grade school, I was part of a choir for the church, man.
I do believe that.
And
I was just
so,
about to say that.
all right, you know what,
Let's hear it, reader.
you
Let's
Let's hear
guys.
the voice of an
That was
angel.
not an insult. That was
But no,
totally a
okay. So
compliment.
check this out. So, the choir teacher told me I had a good voice, and I didn't, you know, at the
Believe that.
time, I'm like, you know what, I don't want to stand out, and I don't want to be a lead singer because that was embarrassing. And so, I kind of hit it, you know, and now I regret it because I'm older now, you know, and I wish I could sing because I can't sing worth the shit now. Because, you know, it's like you got to constantly work on your vocals and keep them up to par, because if you don't, you're gonna lose it. Yeah. So you know, I regret it because I hear myself singing sometimes and I'm like, God, I'm awful. I can't hit those pitches, you know, those tones that I'm looking for. And I'm like, you know, if I was 13, 12 years old again, I bet you I could do it.
What do they call them?
Yeah.
Castrados? What they were called?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't remember. You know what?
Can't be.
You're
Yeah,
talking
he's
to a,
How many kids you
you're-
have? He's not.
you are not talking to a
Castrato.
choir boy anymore. You're talking to a stoner. So I don't remember that. You
They
know, I
didn't
don't.
keep his soprano voice.
That's why Raiders a stoner. He doesn't want to remember the Castrato days. He's got implants
Yeah.
now.
No, it was like
That,
way
that
back
just
in the
means
day.
to cut your nuts because your voice
Yeah.
is so good. They don't
Way
want
back.
it to change when you hit puberty.
Yeah.
Well,
That'd be-
I think that's when I kind of stopped because it was right before puberty, you know,
When
and
your voice
and
starts
I could-
cracking and shit.
I didn't. But the thing is, you could work out those kinks, you know, and you could get it, you know,
Sure.
dialed in. But I refused to do it because, you know what? You know, here come the girls, you know, and you want to be cool and hang out with the cool kids, and you know, you don't
Indeed.
want to be part of the choir anymore. You start going to football, and you know,
You
and
just
then now
know
you
now
start
it's
looking-
You
the
wanna
cowbell
know
vibrator.
The
Just so
funniest
you
part
know.
about that though, Raider, is if you would have stuck with the choir, you would have got more pussy than you ever did in your entire life. Just about guaranteed.
Hey, he's the cowbell guy from our little camp.
I don't know, Caribou.
Hicks dig
Dan
a
put
lead
it up.
singer. You think of where that would have went, right? If you would have went with what it was implied that you could have possibly been singing leads in the choir and stuff like that. From there, you get into bands and stuff like that. Because you
You've
look
been
at
one
someone
of
like
the
a Ronnie
Backstreet
James
Boys
Dio.
or one
Well,
of
you
the,
know,
what was that other
I
group?
really wasn't planning on making it to Broadway. You know, like
should've
I
went
was
with
just
it.
like,
You could have been the next Justin Timberlake.
you never know. You
Raider
know,
Timberlake.
You never know. Yeah, you never know.
I know. I think
Yeah.
at the very least nowadays you could probably rock like a pretty good like country rock tune. My name's Raider Dank Vetterly Pettimore. Same as my daddy and his daddy D4. Come on, Raider, sing that shit. You could do that
Yeah,
nowadays,
yeah.
I think.
You know what's funny is not too long ago we were on Discord and we were talking about, you know what, one of these days on Friday night we need to do a karaoke night. You know, I think that would be awesome.
I think there'd be a few thumbs down if we did a karaoke night.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Oh, well, let me correct that. I think there'd be some thumbs down if I participated in the karaoke.
I want to know.
It
the
would
same
have to
thing
be like
Dan's
on a New
asking.
Year's Eve. you know,
But it would
like
have
the
to
New
be
Year's
like
Eve-
a cappella,
No, because
wouldn't
you're
it?
having a
Because we
real
couldn't
band on
have,
New Year's
you
Eve.
know.
Are you
that
not?
was tequila.
and then are we gonna do duets, you know, where you could do like Sonny and Cher kind of deal, you know? And
Cactus.
so we need
Neil.
practice, we need to practice, you know,
I
so we need to
don't-
know
So
ahead
we
of
can
time,
be
right?
two screeching cats alike. Let's not try that.
Dan wants to know if there's
Porter
any
Wagner and
VHS
Dolly
of
Parton.
such Raider singing talent.
I
Hey, do we got VHS Raider? Come on now. Yeah.
Kind of feel like that for the 2023 boofers get together, that a karaoke machine needs to be brought along at least. Doing this shit over the fucking Zoom is, guys, I don't even want the headache of trying to sort that out. I'll be honest with that. But I think a bunch of
and
stoners
karaoke
getting
night.
together.
Totally. Pizza and karaoke night in the
you know
basement.
what? No, the next GGC Cup where we'll have our own booth, the Cariboo.
Right.
Oh, we'd just be the most obnoxious fucks there too. Just rocking out, having fun, and we don't care if anyone else knows it. Just Belt knows the worst renditions of the best songs. Yes.
We got chats in here writing their own lyrics to songs and shit.
Or you can have pizza and the lulling tones of.
We
what's
could
that
be the
from
audience
karaoke
to laugh
machine?
and cheer you on.
It's good stuff.
We've got Linda Ronstadt, kinda,
Hey, wasn't it the Eagles that were her
AC/DC.
starting band back in
kinda.
the day? For a minute.
That'd be
Journey,
more like Janis
not
Joplin.
really.
Janis Joplin on a really bad night. That would be, and I would not sound that good. So
I did Bob Dylan without a karaoke machine at the last Booth Crew meetup, but I forgot the clutch words, so I needed that marquee. And I didn't need
Okay.
to carry a tune because he really doesn't either.
Well, I was just gonna say, Lucas, you kind of already pre-warned us about the possible danger of listening to you sing, and I was like, and then you choose to sing Bob Dylan.
But I already did it, and it was on IG. I put it up on IG, so it wasn't that bad. If I put it up, because I was the one that actually taped it, so I wasn't that ashamed.
I don't know, singing's a lot of fun. It is.
I did a couple on TikTok. I'm not gonna lie, but facing my fear of I could never imagine singing in public like karaoke. So I couldn't even do it like on a chat. So I did it on TikTok just to prove I could do it, but I would never do it again. I don't
Well,
have any vocal range.
I saw so many people fuck up karaoke that I just never felt the need to try.
Yeah, to just have fun and not even bother.
You know, I find there's two schools. People either really knock it out of the park and you go, hey, you're really good, or you go, oh,
Okay, so
fucking
one
God,
place
is
you
somebody
do not
taping
want to
that?
do, one place you do not want to go and do karaoke is Nashville. Okay, you better watch out
because you are the rookie in the big play, is
dude, I'm telling you, you ever go to downtown Nashville, right? And they got karaoke night at a bar or
and
whatever
all of
it
the
is, a
hopefuls are
restaurant.
there.
That's where Jack
You
White
should-
has
All
his
Sit your
these
ass
people
down and
that will
listen.
go up on stage, I shit you not, would be America's next top, you know, whatever
Sure.
show,
Quality.
reality show it is. But that's how good they are. Like these are
Right.
professionals going out there on stage at karaoke night, and you're like, oh hell no, I'm going up there.
And as they're singing, you
You
go,
know?
why aren't they famous? And they're thinking, yeah, fucker, why aren't we famous?
You know, but you could go anywhere else in the country, karaoke night, and you're like, oh yeah, I got no problem getting up on stage. Try coming out to Nashville. It ain't happening.
No, I don't go up on stage. I don't care what hick town I'm in. I
Yeah.
don't care if I'm in Cloverville, Michigan, where there was karaoke opportunity. No.
Yeah. So one time I was out in Nevada, out there in Pahrump, which is over the hill. It's probably where they got. Well, okay. It's where they got those bunny ranches, but I did not
Yeah.
go to any of those bunny ranches. Right?
Sure.
I went out there to go work, and we go to it was Friday night, and they had karaoke night, and we're there, a bunch of construction guys. After, it's 110 degrees outside. It's Friday night. We're trying to cool off. We're drinking some beer, and everybody's getting happy and having a good old time, right? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm here in the middle of nowhere. So I got up on stage, and I don't remember. I think it was a Red Hot Chili Pepper song I did on stage. I don't
Sure,
remember.
why
Pearl
not?
Jam or Nirvana. I don't remember. It was one of those,
Style
one of
that
those three for
shit.
sure. And because you know what, I grew up listening to that, and I remember those songs word for word, right? And so I could do it whether I lose track of the karaoke, the little
Mhm.
bouncing ball on the screen. If I lose concentration, I know this song word for word, And so it was one of those songs. I just don't remember which one it was. And
Oh, you
I
mean
did
you
it.
get to
But you know
see it?
what? It's a small town, and no one's ever going to see it again. No one's ever going to hear it again. There was
Right.
probably like maybe 10 people, 15 people at the bar, and so I was like, all right, I'm doing it. And that was the last time, and this was about 15 years ago. So but yeah, I mean that was my singing career there. That was the last of it. Well, sometimes you'll catch me in the shower singing, and I hear
No,
myself,
I won't.
and I'm like, yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it like I used to.
Singing in the shower.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't there a song, something about singing in the shower or
Yeah.
singing in the rain, dancing in
Sounds
the
like you
rain?
said singing with an H, like singing in the shower, like slurred. And I
Blood,
was like,
Sugar,
that's a
Sex,
new one.
Magic is a good one.
That must
Nothing
By
be
the
beats
Red
the
Hot
Canadian
Chili
thing.
classic.
Peppers.
Yeah, you guys
Singing in
talking
the
about shower
shower.
songs. The splish splash, I was taking a bath. That's a good one. That's a classic.
I could see you doing that.
I love that style of music, the old beboppy kind of shit. It's fucking awesome. Rockin' Robin. Dude.
I don't like
They call it
50s.
bubblegum oldies.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't
Soda
like
pop
bubblegum
shit, man.
rock.
Okay,
Noodles on the
Rockman
dresser.
Robin, I will make the debate is like has the potential to be like one of the best
Yeah.
rock and roll songs ever. Like be done like I'm thinking like cross that with like almost heavy metal style with that raunchy, not Axl Rose, but where you get that kind of quality to his voice. Someone singing that, like I'm not gonna sing it to you because I already told you we'll get sued for ear damage and shit like that. But yeah, I
Can
just
hear it already. Like the song.
Yeah.
go
Is nice.
hardcore tangent
So
on that one.
Lobster's in chat saying practice goes a long way. So yeah, like I was saying, if you
A.
don't, you don't use
Just
it,
the
you lose it.
A.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't keep up, you get out of practice. Like my drum.
It's like
haven't
the first
played
words
in
to say
6
in a
months.
day.
Or sometimes you're driving, on the highway or the freeway and interstate, and you're stuck in traffic. You're listening to some music and you're trying to sing along, and you're like, and you catch yourself, and you're like, oh no, I did not do it right. And here comes that because it's a pattern, right, on the
Right.
song. So you're waiting for that to come back around, and you try to do it again, and you're like, fuck, I didn't. Okay, and then you wait for it again, and you're like, no, it ain't happening. It's not gonna happen.
We could
Use it
do
or lose
Doobie
it.
Brothers Black Water. That's 3-part harmony with 3 different actual parts. Doobie a honky tonk.
You know what though? I did notice though, I could do the lower pitches. I can't do high pitch no more, but I could do the lower ones.
Right.
And then you should honky tonk,
I've seen
honky
some-
You
tonk.
know,
I heard
like the
Brooks and
Barry
Dunn
White.
there, Paula.
If you're a little higher, you can be, come on, baby.
Do the twist.
I
I'm
had a
on a
feeling
song
Raider
like
could do
singing
some
tune in
singing that he
very
wasn't
short
being
periods
totally
of-
upfront with.
No, that's not my vibe. I don't like 50s music.
No, it's good shit.
That's actually 70s music.
Oh,
No,
there's
the
some bad
twist
stuff
is from
in
the
every era.
50s.
I I'm with you, GB. I can get down with the 50s though. And actually, I think was it you, the girlfriend and I, or no, it was the guy I work with. We were talking about he was playing some Beach Boys. And I like the Beach Boys. I can get down with that. And we started talking about Elvis was the next one that he brought up. Elvis never did anything for me. I have a couple songs of his I don't mind, but like a lot of the music that surrounded him in that era of arcade is
Yeah, play better.
absolutely my jam.
Like Buddy Guy
I like
or not
in the
Buddy.
ghetto, and his mama cried.
Buddy Guy was around.
You know,
then.
I grew up listening to 50s, 60s, and 70s music. You know, that was my
So
parents. That's
had
what
you.
they listened to.
60s
And
70s.
and you'll catch me here to this day listening to that music. You know, my wife looks at me, she's like, "What are you listening to?" My kids, "What are you
Right.
listening to?" I go,
Oh,
"You
cool.
never heard this song before?" And I'm like, my jaw drops, you know, because it's just like they've never
Right.
heard it. They're
Right.
only familiar with the ones that come out on Guardians of the Galaxy, because that's an awesome
Spotify.
soundtrack, right?
Yeah.
And but yeah, the rest of them, they have no clue. But
Oh,
you know,
it's-
every once in a while, my 10-year-old boy surprises me. He watches a lot of YouTube, you know, and he watches a lot of like funny videos and whatnot. And I'll put on a tune and say I'm in my room and I got a little corner that's my office and I'm on the computer there. And I listen to, you know, music in the background while I'm working. And one day, I don't remember what it was. The Bee Gees, the Bee Gees. And I was listening to the Bee Gees while I was working. And you know, it's not too loud, right? It's to the point where it's still good to work and it's not disturbing you and you don't lose concentration.
I heard he's
And
teasing us.
my son has got really good ears. Like he could be like 2, 3 rooms over and he's got sensitive ears, but he's got like really good like hearing, you know? And he comes running into the room and he starts singing along with the song. I'm like, what? How do you know the lyrics to this song? And he's the youngest one of the bunch, right? And that always gets me. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It's because he watches those YouTube videos or whatever it is he watches.
It used to be MTV.
Or you might hear it somewhere and like it and then YouTube.
That
it.
was your era though, wasn't it? MTV when you were little.
MTV, yeah, we had MTV, and then the black box, and VH1,
VH1, yeah.
VH1, yeah.
But you must have been pretty young for all of that. In its heyday, as it were.
Yeah, I was born in the 70s, so
Yeah, but you weren't really all that much watching that MTV when you were 5, were you?
well, I have older brothers who are
Oh yeah,
so
maybe
my
you were
oldest
then.
my oldest brother is 10 years older than I am, and then
Ah.
the one after him is 8. So yeah,
Made
they
you
were
grow up
born.
fast then, hey?
So my older brother was born in the 60s.
There you go.
Like me.
You look so young too.
Yeah, there's everybody asks me like, how do I do it? I'm like, I smoke a lot of weed.
Smoke a lot of weed, have a lot of sex.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore, but yeah, I smoke a lot of weed.
Right.
Sorry about that other part, man.
Yeah, I'm
We
not
all
sorry about
become
smoking
hunters when
weed.
we're older, even if we don't go to the bush.
What's that?
Said we all become hunters as we get older, even if we don't go to the bush.
Okay.
All right, G-Bake.
No, you gotta
I
hunt
don't think
something.
it's in my
As you
bush
get older, it ain't just
or
there
my
anymore. You
weed.
gotta-
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I make sure I come home tired. So, you know, I'm out there grinding and working hard, you know, and making sure I keep up with I'm sure a lot of you do too. You got the app on your phone or on your watch, and you see how many miles you walked and how active you've been all day. So, you know, I try to keep up with that to make sure, you know, I'm staying in shape and I come home tired where I could smoke some bowls and go to sleep and not worry about any of that, you know, just wake up in the morning, refreshed, jump in the shower and get back at it again.
Well, I'm not trying to tell you your business, but a horizontal workout every now and again never hurt anybody. Just saying.
Yeah.
Lucas is right. She's got a really good point there.
Even if it's by yourself.
Yeah, you got to kind of work through that tired and find out you do have a second wind.
Also, a well-timed dauber does the works wonders. I found that out.
That's your business. Oh, hey, here's my tool.
Yeah, it's funny. I usually don't get too mad when the wife screws up real bad. I'm like, oh, shucks, you did what? Oh, well, we'll figure something out.
Something.
What's going on tomorrow night? I heard you guys referring to a, is it New Year's Eve or New Year's Day?
New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
As
Is it
long
like
as people are there, they're gonna stick around. Is that the plan?
on
Yeah,
Discord or
because
Zoom?
actually Raider and I were talking about this a bit. This was not yesterday or this morning. I can't remember. I think that was this morning. About whether we want to do because my original thoughts was start at our usual 6 p.m. start time because that's what's familiar with what we do. Last year we sat here until just after midnight my time, which was a 6-hour stretch and is a long fucking time to sit here in front of a computer. We were wondering, do we want people's thoughts? We don't expect everybody to sit here until midnight Pacific either, though that's the thing, is there's a few diehards left with us at the very end last year. Do people want to start at 6 p.m.? Do we want to start a little bit later? Like, what does everybody think about this? It doesn't have to be 6 p.m. That's just the usual go-to.
6
If there's
p.m.
enough-
your time.
Yeah,
What
my
about
time. So I guess that'd be like
7:20?
8 p.m. For
What
you, I
about
think so. Or
7:20?
you
Isn't
3
that
hours ahead of me,
8:20?
It'd be
Lucas.
10 o'clock Eastern if you are in fact on Pacific time.
Oh, I'm Eastern. So
I
was
know, but I'm
thinking,
talking to him, to Caribou. Are you
Oh.
Eastern or I'm sorry, Pacific?
I'm Pacific. Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be, what did you say, 6 o'clock? It'd be 10 o'clock for us. 2 hours before the true first midnight for the Americas.
oh, I thought he was asking how early to start.
I thought it
Yeah.
was 9 o'clock.
I
We
was thinking
start all that
7:20.
together, virtually together, but on the clock, he's starting 4 hours behind us. Because we're
Pretty sure
10,
you're only 3 hours ahead of me.
9, 8.
3. Lucas, they're only 3. So
Come
if
on,
it's
it's
6
4.
o'clock,
What
it's
about-
What time is it
about-
at your house right now, Lucas?
It's 10:17 here.
Yeah, it's 7:17 here. That's only 3.
Okay, so it'd be 9 o'clock then. My bad. It'd be 9 o'clock Eastern, Gina, tomorrow is what they're talking.
Okay.
But it's just talk at this point, correct?
Well, we'll be doing a show. We'll be there. There was some kind of questions about the logistics because I was originally going to be at my parents' this weekend, and I was actually as early as yesterday morning. I didn't even know if I was going to be here tonight. And then, but my mom and dad are sick, so we don't want to catch anything that they've got going on up there. So we'll go up there another time to go see a Colin James concert. Probably actually is what'll happen. And then, so anyways, I've got tomorrow night off. We're here. We can do a show. I can't think of anything I would rather be doing. I might have to deke out for about an hour, about a half hour into the show. If we were to start at our usual 6 o'clock Pacific time, if we someone that's able to run Zoom for that hour or whatever. But other than that, I figured I'm absolutely down.
You know, you can do round robin and have different people come in at different times and do a shift, as it were.
Yep, absolutely. Something like that is doable too. We've passed that one around. To be honest, we don't get a lot of people that are just like, yeah, I'll run. Paula was awesome and was going to run tonight if I wasn't around, which is sweet.
I'll do it tomorrow night too. I'll
Wanna run
just
tomorrow
I'm
tonight, too?
around.
Okay, well, me and Paula will tag team that and see if anyone else wants to get in on that.
There you go.
Have some fun. Ring in the new year in style. It'll be good times. And then, yeah, we'll be back here at our usual 6 a.m. Pacific time, New Year's Day. I hope someone at least goes to bed early because they'll be running the
I was
show.
just
while
going
I'm-
to say, so we are going to close the show down and reopen the show, or are we just pulling an all-nighter Caribou style?
Well, that's a good question. Do people wanna, if people are willing to pull shifts, I know I don't have it in me to do 12 plus hours sitting here.
Oh
But
Lord, no.
But if people are willing to pull shifts and
You might get me for maybe like 4 tops, but you know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. We've got a lot of people here that do regular shows that can and would probably be here for the celebration tomorrow anyway. So all you need to do is organize some of these old whores. I mean panelists.
well, that therein lies the problem. Organization and us
People's
as a
plans
crew.
are
Holy fuck.
Oh
It's-
yeah. Have you met
If
us?
somebody
Sorry,
gives me a
Caribou.
quick lesson on Zoom, I'm good.
disorganized, dysfunctioning potheads. We are, you know, but we
I
pull
would
it
have thought we
together.
would have
We
had a
can get it
plan.
done.
I need you to back up.
No, yeah, I love the thriving dysfunction chaos that we seem to do here, but we do well.
That requires a dab frog, Caribou. I totally.
And I'm ready, motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, get down with the
Saw
dab
you
frog.
coming.
I'm
We
not
did, like,
ready. I requested
24
it, but I'm
hours.
not ready.
It's a round robin
Oh,
from noon to noon.
damn it, man. Caribou was on it this time.
Well, it's once I kind of, how it is when you sort of remember how to do something and you do it a few times, you're like, oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
easy.
I think they call that muscle memory.
Do we have the muscle memory for the Discord video?
It's not Discord though. This is Zoom, right?
We're on Zoom, but do we have Discord afterwards? Are we having an after party Discord?
Oh, fucking right. I know I can't say who all be there, but I'll come in for another dab and maybe a George or so after that. Holy shit, we got Stony jumping in here.
Hi, Stoney.
No, hopefully he gives us an update for New Year's.
Yeah, sorry, Reader. I actually called him like right after I was done with you, but there's no answer, so we'll see. We'll put him to the fire right now. Feet to the fire.
Yeah,
How's it
yeah,
going,
let's
brother?
put the pressure.
What's up, boys, girls?
Fellas, ladies.
Just chilling.
Hey,
Talking
Good
shit
job,
about you. You
brother.
know how it is. Now we got to be quiet because you're here to look us in the eye, and it's fuck.
Why? I don't care.
He's just gonna join the chaos. That's all. The dysfunctional chaos we all
I know.
love.
Well, I know we're gonna be part of it tomorrow. I guess that's why I'm here to find out if Raiders gonna be singing for us now. We need a singer and a bass player.
Fuck yes.
Bobby ain't no bass player, so we need a bass player and the singer because Larry,
So what are you saying, Caribou and Raider are gonna be your new band members?
No, we don't need a drummer, dude. We got a drummer. Put that down. You're singing. Get the mic.
I feel like Raider could go baritone enough to like play the bass and sing the vocals at the same time. Just
And that's bullshit about the voice, because you know what? You can do it would take about a week and you'd be Dean Martin again.
Dean Martin. Snap, 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 snap. Not
Hey,
Frank
you know what?
Sinatra though, but Dean
No,
Martin.
no, more like Frank Sinatra, bro. Come on.
Or you want to be the boss then? Okay. I see how
Careful,
it is.
careful. They be calling.
Hey,
us
I just don't got the
girls
blue
again.
eyes. That's all.
Chairman of the board. That's what we're calling Raider from now on. Chairman.
Chairman Raider.
Who loves you, baby? Oh, that was Sammy. Old one eye.
It was too, the little stinker. He was all over that Vegas town, man.
was
Man,
awesome.
he said,
Out
man,
of all-
he was one of the first ones.
Out of all of them, he was the most talented. He could smoke every one of them. He could out sing them, dance them.
Oh yeah,
play-
he was a performer
Man.
from vaudeville days.
Dude, he could play every instrument and like
Since he
good.
was little, he was a
Not just-
performer.
Yeah. Those are the guys, they could do everything, right?
Yep, that was the end of that era.
And then there's guys like me who can't even like, yeah, like I said, it takes me a week to learn just a simple basic riff, and to expand beyond that point is just like,
But look at how
but you know what? I'm sure a lot of those guys were at that point too. At one point, they just had the dedication to push through and evolve, and eventually, I'm sure it's kind of like a switch, and then you can just kind
well,
of do
look
whatever.
at Eddie Van Halen when he come out with Eruption and everybody was going, holy fuck. Did you see, and then you see now a 10-year-old little girl go on there with a guitar and she doesn't hardly barely move and she's all over it.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are amazing videos.
Yeah, or you'll see like 8-year-old kids like doing like Slipknot drum covers and shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
just
It's
like,
you're looking at
fuck.
it going, motherfucker, man.
So I want to take a second here. I got a gift from a friend in chat that She Grows the Dank sent me a cool ass tray.
Captain Kush.
Yeah, it's a nice magnet top one that so checks everything.
Oh,
And
sweet.
sent, and sent my wife a very beautiful piece of artwork. Check this thing out.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
That is,
that is
I'm gonna
gorgeous.
steal that.
that's
now.
cool.
Yeah.
That's like a dream catcher, but on
Prism.
Permanent.
Yeah, it's like carved out of wood, and it's really cool because there's a recycled CD on the inside.
Oh, that's excellent. I was wondering what was making it iridescent.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know if she makes them. Would you say it was her?
No, it didn't say, but I absolutely love it.
But wherever she got, she's from the province of Alberta, so not many of us are from there. But
Yeah,
Wow.
I
very
wanted
cool.
to give her a shout out. Thank you very much.
so
So busy looking at the top. I didn't see the things hanging underneath.
Very nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was waiting there for her to jump in. Made in Kelowna, BC, so they're from BC somewhere. Marlow.
Okay,
None of
so
that cheap America or USA made bullshit.
to
Weed
go back
catcher.
in time about like an hour or so. So the kid that I work with, I hit the Lamborghini with the work truck. That was in Kelowna, BC. Hey,
Coincidence? I don't think so.
no, couldn't be.
That's
He was
crazy,
he's
man.
probably smoking She Grows the Dank.
Mind blown.
He does actually. Okay, so here's another fun fact, actually. So Violator, the Violator strain that has been around here, that cut has been in the area at least 27 years that I know of. And his mom is one of the original growers. I don't know if she was actually her that brought it into the area, but she was one of the originals that's kept it around that long. And so, like Dalton's Pond, like you guys, a lot of people have been given a Violator by Chemdog Afghani seeds from me. That's the Violator that's in that I talk about has been big in the Cariboo region of British Columbia.
And that's Lambo's mom.
Yes, very very talented grower. Yeah, he plays.
Should have taught her kid how to drive a vehicle.
You would have thought. Well, here's my thought that makes this one even funnier. Like, I kind of wonder if he was like gawking over the steering wheel, like over through the door at the Lambo, because we don't have those in my neck of the woods. Okay, I've seen one coming through town, and it was pulled over for speeding, literally right in front of the fucking cop shop on the highway.
Now look at them doors.
Yeah, it is. It's so like I kind, but this kid is a gearhead. You like that's vehicles and engines and shit like that. That's what this kid thinks about, like for probably at least 23 out of 24 hours a day. And I almost wonder if he was kind of doing that and didn't realize he was leaning on the steering wheel or something, because like I said, you guys could search it out on TikTok. I'm not gonna put it up here for him because I can probably get in trouble for that because it does show a
That
company
shit
vehicle.
happens.
But it's easy enough to find if you want it. Just truck hits
I'm
Lambo.
sure that Lamborghini is fully insured.
Oh, if it
I don't
isn't,
know,
then I
for a
feel even less
$250,000.
sorry for you than I did before, which was not at all. Driving like a car that's probably worth $500,000 at least Canadian and not insured in the winter.
Oh, put it in there. Jesus God.
Even though the winter actually ended up having nothing to do with it. But I drive a little soccer mom car that was, I think if it was brand new, it was probably not even $40,000 Canadian. And I'm very proud of my soccer mom car. I think of like a fucking Lamborghini, which is more than that's about what a house is, starting price of a house. A lot of houses in this area are worth. I'm just like, fuck. Like, I can't even fathom having that kind of cash.
Yeah, but generally, if you've got Lamborghini cash, you've got winter car cash as well.
You would think.
Saying.
You would
I have to
think.
throw this in the squisher, folks. We got 10
Ooh.
grams of banana mac outdoor from this year. 160
Hakuna
bag,
Matata, man.
160 degrees, 3 minutes. Let's see what we get.
Okay.
You're
I
gonna
can't
get
take you with
yourself
me.
some
but
joy
you can kinda
juice.
see me.
You guys are gonna be like completely out of flour here soon, aren't you? It's gonna be
No,
all completely
maybe.
pressed into rosin, isn't it?
I'm a little concerned.
That looks like a guilty look on your
Fine.
face.
I just smoke it as quick as I can.
Is the outside garden getting bigger already before you even started it, right? It's like we're gonna need at least 8 more plants.
Right? Exactly.
Hey,
That's what I
somebody-
said. Like,
you
then
know
doing
somebody
like
who
double,
works
triple
at a
next year. I want my
dispensary, man.
flower, damn it.
You know, we know who's got the lungs between the two of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at G-Bear. We didn't say the biggest ears, we said lungs.
I tuck mine in.
I planned for only 4 plants in my tent, and I'm ending up with 6.
I
So,
think, God, this coming year, I'm gonna see if I can get the in-laws to let me grow 4 in their backyard somewhere. It'll probably end up being a few more than that out there, but hey, we're allowed 4. Do them, put them out there, and you know, I could probably get the father-in-law to pay attention to them, help keep them alive and shit like that, and just make it happen.
is he into gardening?
They're trying to get a garden space going, but they don't put a lot of time and effort into it. He used to grow weed for a while, I guess, at one point, and then the mother-in-law told him he's not allowed to grow weed anymore. So how whatever that meant, he was doing something wrong. And then she's just kind of, I guess it's just too expensive, time consuming when you look at the power bills and shit like that. But they're not thinking about LEDs and stuff like that, right? We got LEDs in this day and age, which is a huge help. So I feel like if I could get him growing 4 plants out there, or maybe hide a couple more out there too, that would probably pique his interest and get him back into it. I got a 4x4 tent that I'm not using. That I could give him. Hey, you want to get some going on indoors maybe next winter? Or I might just even bring that up to my parents when I go up there, whenever I do get up there. Because my dad has been, you go see him and it is funny as fuck. Like, I was up there in the springtime and he had his 3x3 tent that he had bought, and he's got a cannon in there. And he's got it just chock-a-block full of tomato sprouts and zucchinis and probably cucumbers and all this other shit. No cannabis. And then you go into their bathroom upstairs, which is like a secondary garden greenhouse type room. And they've got tomato plants with actually tomatoes on them and stuff like that. And like one little, I think it was one of my Grape Diamonds clones I gave to him months before, that's like maybe knee high and halfway through the bloom cycle, that's just getting neglected, all this other stuff out there, right? So my dad's kind of, he's learning trying to learn environmental controls and all this shit and stuff like that. I just say what I'm getting is I feel like he could probably benefit from having another 4x4 tent, another project space to play with, and have fun, because he's right, like, yeah, I don't know, it's just when you see that magic in someone's eyes for growing, and the fact that he's not so interested in cannabis, and I'll bring him clones and I'll give him seeds, and yeah, he'll grow those out and he'll love them. But it's like, what he loves is the fact that in January he can go grab a fucking tomato off of a plant in his bedroom or bathroom, wherever it is, and go and cut that up and have a salad or a tomato sandwich, or he could eat it raw if he so pleases. And being able to do that, that's what has his mind switch. My old man is one of the hardest working people I know. I can move through the bush like a motherfucker. I get that from him, and he gets that through his father, right? I'm a 3rd generation forestry worker. You've heard me say that before. I'm sure I'm very proud of this fact, right? And And now in his day and age, when he's at retirement age and you see his body starting to break down and stuff, he'll be needing like a knee replacement. He's needed one for fucking down there 20 years. It's just too stubborn to do it. You know, how we all know that story is with the old folks, stubborn ones. You know, and you see, but that's what makes his eyes sparkle now, right? Is fucking just growing tomatoes in his bathroom. Right? And you're just like, you want to harbor that and foster that and nurture that. It's just like, this is fucking cool. Go, dad, go. I hope like hell I go there one day and see like half of his fucking basement just lit up and maybe a few pot plants in there, but like fucking watermelons or some silly shit like that.
Guys drop a few seeds, you know, shit happens, falls out of your pocket.
Yeah, well, I think I might like go play around in his yard there too, and just like, because every year they'll put a couple cannabis plants out in the garden and see what they do, and then, but I think there's better spots in his yard that we could put stuff to and just see what happens.
Right.
They've got like 3.5 acres to play around on, right?
Right.
All right, sorry, G-Bay. Let's try to find the meat or the spotlight. Ooh, looking good.
That looks really good.
You're on mute if you're trying to talk to us. We're not sure.
There we go. Yeah, so good decent little squish there. Probably a gram or two. I'm not sure. I'll weigh it out. It was 10 grams flour. Like I said, 160 bag at 160 degrees for 3 minutes. It was about 2 tons. Just right around 2 tons, which is pretty good because if you look at that parchment paper, it's not ripped. Neither was the bag. And this is only kitchen grade parchment, so that's good. I like that. Sometimes you hit a little bit too much pressure and rip the paper, and no good. So let's get this collected. Check it out. Banana Mac. Oh, it collects nice. Peels right up easy.
Right. It looks really good.
I just last night it was new bag of weed day. We got some Maxi and some cream from the lady that I consider to be the best grower in our area. That's not the exciting part. What is when she come to see me, I was like, I gave her a whole bunch of beans I'm sitting on trying to clear out the collection because I got a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to get to, but I absolutely want to see what it can do and what it tastes like and all that stuff. So I handed her fucking a whole shit ton of stuff in her hopes that she'll throw that in her garden. And hopefully I'll get to try some of this stuff a little bit sooner than later. So that's going to be good. Get into some of those root beer crosses that have been floating around lately. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, root beer would be good. Root beer.
What are we looking at, Stoney?
Mm.
You're on mute if you're trying to talk.
Always the way.
And whatever it is, it looks good.
Yeah.
Right? I totally agree.
Yeah,
We can't hear you, G-Bay.
We
You're on
totally
mute,
see
brother.
it, Stony, but you're on mute.
Damn, I thought I unmuted it. All right.
Damn.
There you go, Stoney.
Damn.
This is called polymath. It's from a local breeder out here who was from here, moved to Mendo back in early 2000s, and then came back here once they went legal in Illinois. And started up with the genetics that he collected over the years up there. And so this is a cross. Well, the cross is a Quavo 11. I know you guys never heard of this shit. Cross to a Salsa number 2. Salsa number 2 is God Bud cross to Mexican Red Hair 1980 strain.
That sounds
And the other one is Quavo 11, which is Cherry Puff cross to Mendo Montage cross to Bay 11. And all I know is I've got 2 different phenos. They came from the same pack. That one's like cone shape, and then round nugget and frosty. Leaves are turning black. These are kind of just getting darker, but not going black. They're just getting dark. These are actually starting to turn purple, and
Well, purple is right before black.
so yeah, we'll see. And then this one here is Citral Smiles. That is Kazoo Kush.
Mhm.
Everyone knows him. This is Mango Smiles crossed to Citral Glue. And she's just a fucking monster. I mean,
This chunky.
Yeah.
yeah,
Beauty.
I can't get my hands
Jeez.
around it.
Super
There's
thick.
So
only one. Where it looked like I had a bunch of little ones.
Looks like Stoney's growing the dank.
this is
Wow.
He's
Chem
got
D
mad skills.
crossed to Triangle Kush.
Nice.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Who's that
she's-
by?
This is by Goat and Monkey Seed Company.
Okay.
I've got some Banana OG crossed to Triangle Kush that I'm trying to. So
Oh,
see how-
okay.
What do you do with all their branches or whatever?
what's that?
What do you do with the rest of all their branches and stuff? Are they cuttings or what are they?
These are just new plants that are started.
No, I meant what you were showing just a second ago. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
So that's Triangle Kush crossed to what?
Right, is that
Chem D.
Mendo dope?
Oh, Chem
No.
D to Triangle Kush. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that you said that was by Goat and Monkey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that one, and then the Triangle Kush I got, and then I got also the Banana OG Triangle Kush.
They don't have this available anymore. I know I've seen it for sale. A few places. I think Seeds Here Now's got it.
What triangle
yeah.
kush did we get down at the Booth Crew meetup?
Triangle
I don't know, but
octane.
the next one I'll be taking
Yeah, maybe
some.
that's what I'm thinking of. Triangle.
Yeah, it was Triangle Octane. Yeah.
And then the Platinum Garlic.
And that one there is by
In-house genetics.
in-house, right?
Those are interesting looking.
GMO.
Now, did you see is that like a difficult one to grow, like deficiency wise, where you have to be on top of it? It's not like for a beginner, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say beginner. I mean, you could see, I mean, this is my kind of my throw together tents. I've got 100-watt panels. I got a 300-watt bar light back there. So this was just a clone, and I figured, fuck it, I'll run it again. Yeah, you see how it grows. It gets wild, and I really didn't put time into training it. I didn't throw another layer of net. I just kind of like, fuck it. I've just been busy, man, and it's like I dig out the scrog net and all that shit. I don't know. I was just like, fuck it. I'm just
Hey, nothing wrong with using bamboo sticks, or yo-yos.
Oh hell no! I've done all kinds of crazy shit before. I've actually taken the bamboo and just run it right through the plant, and just tie the branches together. The far ones together, and then crisscross it across, tie that to the other one.
Dude, bamboo with some of this right here, bro.
Yeah, that's the shit I got. Yeah, exactly.
That twisty tie shit, you cut it to the length you want it,
metal,
and you can do some crazy. I mean, I've seen it done to where they'll grab that cola and fucking hang it on, to the support where the light's at, and then another one stretching out to the bamboo stick, and then from the bamboo stick to another branch, and do a little web thing going.
The bag edge.
You got to get creative.
Right.
Yeah.
I
do enjoy this plant. It's stinky as hell, though.
Oh yeah, man. It's looking real good though, Stoney.
It's frosty as hell, that plant. I mean, it's platinum, right? You got platinum in there.
Yeah.
Voila.
Yeah, like I said, that's definitely not for the beginner though, from what I've seen. Hey, Rasufa's out there in chat. What's up, Rasufa?
Rasufa, my man. Where's he at? Tell him to get on.
He's dude. Rasufa, hop on, brother, real quick. we're about to cut out here in about 15 minutes, man. But hop on, say hi to everybody.
He's a
Oh, you
bass
don't have
player.
to.
He's-
Oh, is he
he's
really? There
fly-
you go. There's the bass player.
Yeah. He's
So
a
we
good
got a
bass
band
player
for
too, I
tomorrow.
believe.
We're volunteering Rasufa to be the bass player, huh?
We could do.
By the way, Rasufa, you're gonna do a live show tomorrow for New Year's.
Yep.
You better
He's
give
like,
them
"Damn."
a lineup of
We
songs
practiced.
you gotta learn.
We even practiced today.
Well, that's you.
What's up, guys?
Oh,
on,
there he is.
Rasufa?
Rasufa, what's up, brother?
Nothing, just cutting down some shelves to hang some wall-mounted oscillating fans in the 4x8.
Oh yeah, brother. It's good to see you, man. I haven't seen
You
you in
too.
a minute, dude.
You too, brother. How was your
Oh,
drive
yeah.
back? You and Angel. That was the last time I saw you was Oklahoma.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, I got pulled over.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah, and so you know, I
It made
played
me
my
think
cards
of,
right.
I don't know if any of you guys are old enough to remember the movie Thank God It's Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It made me think of Floyd. Like they made Rader like bust out his pizza oven and prove it was a pizza oven. Remember Floyd's breaking out the drums and shit to prove he's fucking working for the Commodores and showing them how to play guitar and shit.
Dude, you know what's funny
Oh,
though? It's like I was telling everybody I popped the trunk and you know, the highway patrol or trooper seen that there was a pizza oven and my story was on point. He's like, all right, go on, get out of here, be safe. I'm like, peace.
Hell yeah, man. So since we're on here,
Yeah.
we'll let everybody see what's going on.
Hell yeah.
Some of you know that HLG is sending over some 750 Dablos.
Bro, talking
Yeah.
about HLG, dude, they send me a Scorpion Diablo.
Yeah.
Is that you one?
Oh, he was,
Nice.
I think he was in the thing. when-
Raiders
sending me a
win.
couple
You're
too.
gonna be jealous, Rasufa. Check this
Check
light
this
he
thing
got.
out.
Dude,
Check
check
this
it
light.
out, Rasufa.
5,000 watts,
Bro,
300,000.
Look at that shit. It pounds.
That's fucking awesome.
You got a 4" by 4". He's got the light for it.
So I fucking powered this bitch up, right? And we got green light bulbs to work it and fucking lights out and shit. But I got lights in here, 40-watt drop, 40 amp drop. Sorry, 6 circuits. Y'all saw that.
I
Split
like
them
the
all
flush.
up around
I
the
like
wall.
how you did it flush, bro.
2x4
Hell
is gonna go there. It was already in there. They put it in upside down. They
Yeah.
stopped.
Oh shit.
They stopped and everything. I just finished it upside down. But a 2x4 will go here. 2x4 will go here. The 4x8 is here. And I fucking insulated the floor inside because there's no room. So I put that shit on the bottom and then masonite so I can walk.
Yeah.
got
You want
eight-
that cold ass shit there.
Oh yeah. We got the AC Infinity T8.
Nice.
Boom. Bang. So we're gonna drop those two
Breathe the fresh air.
750s in here and start rock and rolling.
You know what? You know what that thing needs? Some plan. Yeah.
What's that?
Just needs some
Need some
plan.
plan.
Well, they're in the 2x4. So that Cherry Paloma's got to go. It's got to come in here like now, yesterday. And then I got some autos and one photo. So there'll be 5 plants in here. And then I got like, I don't know. There's like 20 Cherry Paloma clones that are going to have to go somewhere. And I'm going to put the 2x4 over here when I move all this shit. I got a new AC Infinity 2x4 going right there with an AC Infinity T6 cloud line. And I got the other 2x4 that's going here with the same old Mars cloud line. Yeah. And then I bought a T4 for the 2x4 tents. We got the AC, humidifier, dehumidifier. We're gonna rock it all. It's all dedicated circuits. It's banging.
Hell yeah, bro. Hey, so everything in that room is gonna be intense though, right?
Yep. And eventually this will split up into 2 4x4s so that I can have 1, 2, 3, 4 zones to test in and like put them all under different shit like fucked up light, fucked up food, fucked up humidity, fucked up temperature, you know what I mean? And try and get them all to herm out. So that if I find something that's solid all the way around, then I move on with it. We move on down.
Hell yeah,
Philly.
bro. That's
back
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, dude.
Yeah,
I
dude.
wish I had that type of space where I could do those type of experiments, man. I'm
Well, it's a
happy for you.
beautiful dialed in area too, right? But
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, right.
that's it.
Exactly.
I got it.
Eh,
This
I've seen how
here-
your little
this is-
LED experiment. How's that going, bro?
That fucker's still going, dude. Still
Mhm.
going right now. It's over like 195 hours.
Got like days or something.
This 4-incher is for the AC, which will sit right there. And that shit
That thing will go for 2 weeks, I'll bet you. Man,
I'll
so here's the
pipe
deal.
right out. And then I got
I had
a little 4-inch can to like just empty this area up here in the summer when it gets hot. And I can like puff my doobies and then blow them up here. And it gets sucked out over there.
Hell yeah.
That's about it. That's about the
Hell
tour.
yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Good job, Rasufa.
It's pretty much.
I know, dude. Hey,
hell yeah, that's fucking
Thank you.
dynamite.
finally got it done. I've been watching them work on this thing for what, a couple months now. I
No,
know
dude,
he's
I've been doing
gone.
everything. Are you kidding me? I've been doing outside in my house and going on
Well,
trips.
no, I know, but you haven't even been there, dude. You've been fucking
know.
all over the fucking
Yeah,
country.
you've been off living La Vida Loca.
I know. It was all about.
I don't know how you got it done, actually.
Dude, I've done a lot around here. I've done a lot. And now I'm fucking. I got crazy JLF going on and fucking microbiology in the backyard and compost bins. The only thing I didn't get to was the chicken coop, but summer's around the corner.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea. I'll see if that area floods out. I don't want them to get,
Yeah, hey, there you go.
I don't want them to get fucking
Yeah,
smoked.
it's good to have all 4 seasons to see what you're actually dealing with.
Yeah. So how was everybody's holiday?
Well,
Yeah.
considering we
Good.
were
Good,
Good,
man.
fun in film. Didn't
Finish
do
it
much.
tomorrow. I'll let you know after that.
yeah, we were all pretty much blizzarded out. Did that 3
yeah,
times.
bro. Same here, dude.
Liz,
We had some frigid temperatures. I think with the wind chill factor, we were like -20. It was some
Really?
crazy shit, bro. Yeah.
Really?
Dude, my pipes busted down in the basement,
God.
bro, and flooded the basement and shit. Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Sucks. We're gonna go back to the garage where my lighter is.
Oh,
Are you guys getting cold out there? Or?
Fuck yeah, it's been cold, dude. Look what happened to my Monstera. I have it in the garage right now because it fucking got cold and we had a storm. Look at this fucking poor baby. Remember how big it was? It was giant.
oh my.
Green and
Sweet
beautiful. They
down.
all were like that.
What is it?
Now they're all
Yeah,
fucked.
you got some tissue damage, my friend.
I know
What
it.
is that?
This is a
Oh,
Monstera.
okay. All right.
That little thing got jacked. My
Yeah,
little lemon
Wow.
trees getting bent over. It's just like, fuck, man.
yeah. You
So I moved them all in
cut
here.
that.
And
So yeah, in answer to whoever's question that was, we do get some cold ass shit.
Yeah, dude. Like all my basil plants, they didn't like it one bit, man. So I got to start from scratch. Because I use my basil on my pizza, right? So
Right.
I grow the shit, and I had them up there, upstairs in the cold, and it's cold during past week, and I lost them all, man. I just like, you know what? I'm gonna start from scratch. I'm gonna have to do it all over again, but no big deal, because I'll be doing some tomatoes with it. So I'll just get them in the space and throw them in the bedroom,
Right.
get them going, and you know what? I know I might get a little head start. We're barely starting winter, but I'll get them going and get it ready for springtime. So when springtime
Starting
comes around,
winter. I'm already
boom.
planning on this winter being half over next week.
I don't know about
In my
that.
mind.
We just started a week ago.
Shh.
no, but in this area, it's like a 6-week blackout of sub freezing. temperatures.
Hey,
starts
hey,
about
hey,
January.
Gina. We
Yeah,
don't
don't
need the
jinx it.
negativity.
Those negativity, the reality
It's not real. It's not reality until it happens again.
happens every year, so it's pretty dependable.
There's been years it didn't happen. The year my husband died, by the way, this is mine and my husband's 35th anniversary today, the 30th.
Oh,
Happy anniversary.
Cheers, Brian. This one's for
Cheers.
you.
Here's
But
Brian.
anyway,
Well,
the
you
year
looked
that
in the
he
right
died, which was 2011, December of 2011. That year going into 12 was the warmest year we had, and I couldn't tell you how long. I used a snowblower one time, and that man hated winter so fucking bad. And it was like, oh man, dude, you missed the shortest, warmest one.
maybe that's because the earth opened up and, you know, when he went down and.
Yeah, hell
let the
froze
heat up.
over and it got warm up here.
You never know.
It was just so crazy though, because he fucking hated winter. I mean, the cold, yeah, he was just like, couldn't even tell you how much, this man should not have been in Michigan. Yet he loved hunting, but not
Right.
the winter, not the cold fucking winter.
Right.
So, yeah, the year he died, it was just like he died and it was like warm. But 60, fuck, what? It's just like,
Yeah, it got up that one year got up to 80. Wasn't
yeah,
that
that
like
year it
last
was
spring?
freakishly warm at times. It was just like crazy, but yeah, so
I'm
it doesn't
not
always
sure.
do it, is my point. So there are those freak years that
Mhm.
I'm not saying we'll get one, but I'm not saying we won't. That's my kinder, gentler coming out. I think the winter's gonna be swell.
Yeah.
Take another
Anyways.
hit. Here's to you, Brian, whichever way you went. Maybe
Everybody
the
do a
bill's
rip
already
for
been
Brian.
recycled and he's back again. I don't know.
Rip
Sounds
one
like something worth dabbing over for sure. Absolutely.
That's it.
Also, today is my
I
younger
loaded you
sister.
guys.
Oh, happy birthday.
Come on.
Oh, Rippy of the garlic.
Rip it.
Who's going to the DGC Cup?
When is
You-
that?
Whenever the fuck they have it, they won't tell me. No,
Yeah, I
didn't
know. They
decide.
got to make up their mind, man, and just put it out there already. So that way everybody can start preparing for it, you know?
Did I hear them talking about 420 or something?
Dude, I don't know,
Thursday, I
but
already looked at the calendar.
we-
That's
we-
Thursday.
Rasufa, we got to talk to Banner, bro.
Why?
Gotta
What's
make it
up?
happen.
Oh yeah.
We got to make it happen.
What, like pizzas?
Oh, yeah, well, you got to listen to the last episode.
Yeah, the last episode you were talking about what you're going to be doing. You and Raider are officially.
Yeah, you've been committed, Rasufa. You
Oh, we
shut
are?
your mouth about wanting
Yep.
pizzas with
You guys are
Raider.
kidding.
All right, whatever.
Scotty's going to fly you guys
Whatever.
over with a private
Hey,
jet.
it's not easy being sous chef. It'll probably be easier this time without me and Becca right there, but I'm just saying.
I'm cool. Oh,
I'm so sorry, you guys. I just want to say that. Oh.
Shit. Hey, you know what? I need some help here, man. Maybe you guys could help me out. I need to pop some seeds, and I just can't fucking make up my mind. I've got a bunch of jinx stuff. I want to run something.
9-pound
already done
hammer.
I've already done 9-pound hammer. I mean, it's a great
I
plant.
like 9-pound hammer, and I didn't get any of your 9-pound hammer.
All right, spit out the choices,
because
dude. Let's hear
I
them.
didn't
Let's
go
hear
down.
them.
So I got Ride On, Pucker
Which is?
Punch,
that's jinx.
It's Fire.
Give us your breeders first.
These are jinx. They're all
Yeah.
jinx.
Who
You
else?
have only jinx?
Yeah, I'm just running one of these. I've got some other ones I've already got picked out. I've got
Okay.
one of Caribou's. I've got one of I've got to redo Miranda Family Farms because both of his testers I popped are fucking turn out to be males. Usually I get only one male out of his shit, but this time it was both.
So you're being cheap on your popping, and you only popped 2, and you ended up.
Yeah, dude, go with 3, bro.
You know what? I threw his in there at the end because he sent them to me, and I forgot that I had them, and then I found them. I'm like, fuck. I normally will pop 4 if they're regs, because I know I always get. Usually, my luck is I usually only get 1 male out of 4. I'll get 1 out of 4.
So, usually, you know what? I usually do 3, but I think I'm gonna start doing 5.
That's my limit, so I can't.
Yeah, 5 when I do regs now.
I make sure I pop 1 feminized, so I know that I'm just in case shit gets really weird and everybody can. Hey, it's the Boys Club of America.
You want to know something funny though? Is like years and years and years ago, you know, I had beginner's luck. So no matter what bean I touched, I gave it the Midas touch, right? And it would pop every single one of them, bro. And I don't know what the heck's going on lately, man, but I guess I lost it or something, and it ain't being nice. So I'm telling myself, okay, I'm gonna have to do 5 now because I lost my touch. I don't know. Or maybe they just been sitting around too long. Maybe, I don't know.
Are they dying?
Are they dying or just not getting a good
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I'm ever gonna use a heating mat. Okay. I think the heat mat.
Really that for your
yeah.
I put a temperature. I use one of those ink birds for my heat mat. Actually,
bought that might be a good idea.
I actually bought a heat mat. I forgot where the hell, but it had a thing with it. It was just like an ink bird too. Same.
That is really.
Anytime I'd use a heat mat, I would put it like a cookie jar cooling tray or something like that over top of it, and then because my method is paper towel on a plate with saran wrap over top of it, and then I found if you put that right on the heat mat, you're gonna cook them just about guaranteed, even on low setting. But if you put on like a dry rack or cooling rack, whatever they're called, with like little squares in it or whatever for the air to come up through and dissipate, it'll keep it warm, but it won't get it too warm. But nowadays, I've got my grow tent that's sitting right behind this computer right now, and I just put them on top of there. When the lights get warm in there, it'll warm the plate up just enough. Lights go off, big deal if the temperature drops. That's more like Mother Nature anyways, kind of, you know, and that works just fine for us. Okay. But leery of heat pads, because I had some I think it was like 88 G13 hash plant crossed with like haze or something like that, and they were like, I was told they were 20+ year old beans, and so they could have been just that was why they didn't germinate, but not a single one of them. And then there's a whole bunch of newer stuff that I was doing at the same time, trying to get fancy, and I think like it was because not one of them popped is what I'm getting at. It's just like, son of a bitch, I think I ruined it. So trying fancy shit when you're doing unknown genetics like that, don't do it.
Yeah. What was it? During Black Friday, the orange box store had a sale, and they had the 3 nylon black zipper bags, like a canvas type material, very sturdy, real rigid material, and a heavy duty zipper. And I like those. So I ended up buying these. It was 3 for $10. I was like, yeah, that's a cool deal. Like I could use it for my tools or something, right? And then I got home and I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? This would be an awesome place to put like my Ziploc baggie with the paper towel, because I do a paper towel method, and I go, that would be a good, you know, pouch, a bag to stick that baggie in, you know, where it's not going to get that light, because you know, seedling, when you're trying to germinate, you don't want light, it's exposure, nice. Right? So I was like, bam, that's it. That looks awesome, GB.
That looks fucking delicious, GB.
Well, be happy, Raider, because that's very, very cush number 2, the bologna sandwich pheno.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
It's some of the blondest rosin coming out of there right now.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It sure is. It's pretty.
So, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm
like that
stuff you have on interrupt you, Raider, but I just want to inject right there. If you do a paper towel method, don't use a paper towel, use a coffee filter, because if you let that taproot get too big coming out, it won't grab onto the coffee filter, where it will that paper towel. You'll have to rip that paper towel off of it, and you'll damage it because just by the fact of having to do that. But it
And
can't get into the
if
coffee
you do
filter
use
way.
that though, you want to go non-bleached, right?
What's that?
Non-bleached coffee filter.
Yeah, I use the brown ones.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good idea. I'm gonna try that.
Yep. And they just,
And they're cheap.
yeah, they can't grab onto it. They just can't. It's not possible. So
Makes sense. Thank you for the tip.
you're welcome. I don't know a lot of things, but I know a few.
Hey, nobody's good at everything, but everybody's good at something, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. This seems like a reasonably knowledgeable point to start wrapping shit up. I'm looking at time. We're in overtime a little bit, so we'll start wrapping up here and saying our goodbyes and all that.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Fucking rates it does. I say let's head on over to the Discord if everyone's still up for a little bit of a party and hang out over there. I'll head on over there for an after show dab and bit of a hangout sesh to everybody who's wanting to get in on that. Live chat.
Nice.
It's been awesome. What do we say?
Have a good
Let's
night.
take a look at G-Bay's dabs.
Chunky monkey looking
Yeah,
at that dirt.
nice.
Look at G-Bay's growing stalagmites there.
Yes,
Oh
stalagmite.
God.
Stalagmite.
Sure.
I
That was
like
good,
it.
G-Bay.
Oh
You're
yeah,
on
we
mute.
can.
Sound a lot cooler if you weren't on mute though.
Easy. I know I'm the best for that.
Blah,
Flour makes beautiful rosin, I'm telling you. There's certain phenols, there's the real hairy ones, haven't pressed them yet, they probably won't do well. But the light, nice green ones with the lot of trite coverage, it's already caking up and everything. It's some beautiful, nice light blonde rosin.
makes you want to lick it.
My favorite part of that is that smile right there. The look on Raider's face. That's a great feeling, isn't it, Raider?
Oh, that's cool, man. Thank you, G-Bay.
I haven't weighed it, but it was I keep everything weighed on the squish so that I know I can get returns. So I'll report back to you.
Very cool shit. Very cool shit indeed. With that, let's get out of here, everyone. See y'all over in the Discord after show party. Head over there for some dab stuff like that. I don't got a song queued up. I don't even know where it is on this computer. So we're just gonna fucking later, y'all. Have a great weekend. See you tomorrow night. There is gonna be a New Year's or